when I got my first job in working for a company called Northern Foods. When I left university after 1 week, I didn't put my age on my CV, and I put my degree on my CV, so it looked like I was a graduate. And I got the job on their graduate training program. I turned up the first day, and I was 18, everyone else was 22 and had a degree. So I blagged my way into that, and I had to pass my exams pretty quickly. But I had a boss who forgave me for kind of lying at my interview to get onto the graduate training program. So I just did what it took. I remember when I got my first big job, which was down in London working for the Mirror Group newspapers. I was only 21 at the time, and I didn't put my age on my CV there. Got the interview. I went all the way up to the top of Canary Wharf with the finance director, John Hempel, and he said to me, "Listen, son, I like you, but you're too young for this job." I was paying 100k a year. It was a big job in those days. I was only 21. But I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll do the job for half the money." He said, "Done." And that's how I got my second big job. Just did it for half the money.
What was you doing then for Mirror Group?
I was financial controller for circulation. Had like 19 staff or something at 21 years old. So it was a big job. It was a job meant for a 30-year-old. But again, I just blagged my way into the interview room and then did a deal to get the job. So throughout all my life, I've always just done what it takes just to get in front of somebody, but then always made sure I worked 24/7 to fulfill their faith in me.
It reminds me of the time when I did something similar, and I needed to get a job in South Wales because my wife was pregnant and I lived in Bristol. And then there was only one job I could apply for, and it was way out of my pay grade, and I got it. And then everyone was really cheerful, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I don't even know how to do this job. It's like, I'll figure out how to do it after I've done it. It's like, just fucking do it, that golden rule you said, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted that job at the Mirror Group, and I would have done whatever it took to get it. And I took half the salary to do it, and it got me into a position where I was working with some of the best, highest caliber people in London, and I learned a lot of them. And then after that, I would have stayed in that job, but my sister got ill, so I had to take 6 months off to go and look after my sister. I was supposed to return to the Mirror Group after that, but then I decided that my sister wasn't going to make it. I wanted to be close to her, so I decided to work for myself. That's how I started in the business. I mean, listen, sometimes you have to blag your way when you're young, you know, to get somewhere. If some young kid came up to me now and said, "I can do this job better than anybody else, I'll work for half the money," I think I wouldn't mind giving him a shot. I mean, why not? You know, what have I got to lose?
I said to you earlier on when we were talking about something else that I love this nostalgia about you, and I can imagine you doing that almost definitely, you know.
Yeah, people say that I'm an idealist, not a realist. But I would say if you haven't, it's ideology that creates history, not realism.
And so where did the money come from? So when you're sitting down in a game where millions of dollars are passing you, I know you could probably talk for hours and hours on it, but just, you know, crouch it down a little bit. How'd you go from going to a Mirror Group, 100 grand a year, to starting your own business and then making some real
I made my
money?
First million when I was like 22, 23.
How did you do that?
I made it in recruitment. And the first thing I did was when I made some money was go and buy myself a car and do the things you do when you're younger.
The one thing that I really like about you is, you know, we exist in a society where most people wear masks for a variety of different reasons, and you never seem to have one on. There's no filter, and that's not a bad thing. Like you're a very grounded individual who feels really confident to just say and behave as you want to. Where does that confidence come from?
I think always doing the right thing. It's like people laugh at when I say this, and so far it's not gone wrong. But my system is always do the right thing and it comes good. That is my philosophy. So when you're comfortable and you're doing the right thing, you can be very comfortable in yourself. So far it's not gone wrong. And I'm 47 now. But just keep on doing the right thing, the right thing, the right thing. Don't fuck people. Treat your staff well. Look after people around you. And it comes good for you. It's always come good for me in the end. My name is Rob Yong and I am High Stakes Poker.